I am your host, Kylesk8r24 for this Twitch playthrough, and thank you very much for joining me in this venture. To which, we are now heading to Noveria. Let's get it.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defenders are armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Alright, so we have landed onto Noveria, and for this specific mission, I am going to be bringing Liara and Rex. My two favorite squad members, at least for this first playthrough, are Garrus and Rex, but considering that there's a specific reason for Liara to be in here, well, maybe not. Actually, I changed my mind. I think it's going to be Liara and Garrus this time. I am a soldier, and I wish I had more tech strength, but as of right now, I wanted to bring in more Liara and Rex, but having just biotic and combat with no tech, no way to deal with decryption and electronics, it would be extremely difficult. And I haven't used Garrus in a while. Neither have I used Rex for a while, but I haven't used Garrus in a while specifically, so I'm going to use Garrus and Liara this mission.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Interesting. I got a message here from HConverse98X57. Want to become famous by followers and viewers on this website. Yeah, sorry, that sounds like a scam to me.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Citadel authority supersedes yours.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
If you think this is best, Commander.
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself. Get out of here. I'll be keeping my eye on you. You're not so tough. You better toe the line here.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
I just wanted to make sure I talked with everyone as much as possible. I won't do this very often, but at least in my first playthrough, I will do that more often.
Weapon protectors, don't mind the arms.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Her outfit looks stunning. So does Gianna herself.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia? She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me. The sooner we're off this frozen world, the better.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets.
I've never seen so much ice and snow.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety, and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about. There's no accident on Peak 15. I don't understand these rumors about synthetic insights. If the
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing.
Let me shop first.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Let's check the armor just for...
Has the other
Maybe later. Right
of
now.
course. This one
I didn't need to hear all that. Alright. Materials, grenades, metagel. There's actually a lot of different ways that this specific mission could go in terms of Opold's package, but for the time being, I am going to give this package to the Krogan bounty hunter. There are only 3 side missions in terms of actual side missions on Noveria.
Has the other reconsidered this one?
Tell me about the job again.
This one has procured... That is not inaccurate.
There are 3 side missions on Noveria, but one of them is essentially off-world. It's in a specific planet. So, but there are sub-missions to the main mission the farther we go into Noveria. So I am going to do this.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analeas. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
Alright, so in order to deal with this mission, you actually have to go back. Outside the Normandy in the docking bay. Oh, and in case you skipped all of the side missions that I had done, I have done 11 different side missions and essentially talked to the crew in terms of future missions and possible romances. And that's pretty much it. If you want to learn more, you can go ahead and go through Part 4 and Part 4.1. Unfortunately, about less than an hour way through my Part 4 version, the Wi-Fi stopped on me. So, afterwards, it was no trouble at all. It did last the next 5.5 hours. So, in total, that entire part... There we go. Which is why I initially had said, if you really want to skip this, go ahead. This is the next best playthrough, or next best part to do this. Or at least to keep going. So yeah, this entire mission is going to be Noveria. I just kind of wish I had Liara and Rex with me, but I love to be able to decrypt and overload my enemies' shields. And also get more loot. Okay. So. Oh, wow. I saw this. They actually changed this. Wow. That's awesome. There used to be a wall here, but that's really nice that you could actually see everything now. I love the lights too.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
Oh, I know.
That blizzard outside looks like it's settling in for the long haul.
The weather outside looks dreadful. Thank the goddess it's warm in here.
Corporations here hire their own private security forces. It makes it easier for them to break the laws.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
I can't believe the paranoids that work here. There's no accident on Peak 15.
They say there hasn't been an accident on Peak 15, but everyone knows.
I don't understand these rumors about synthetic insights. If the office is closed, it must be for a good reason.
Something weird is going on at the Synthetic Insights office. The administrator shut him down.
I don't care what happened on Peak 15. We've all signed non-disclosure agreements.
Peak 15 has a bio and cyber hazards lab. If there's a problem, they should break it before it spreads.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you. If Sergeant Sterling catches me with you, she'll, I don't know, crush my trachea with her brain or something. Some of the guys do side jobs for the administrator. I'll only do what Captain Matsuo says. You know what I could go for right now? A donut.
Oh, I love that line. Alright, time to talk to Administrator Analeas.
How can I help you?
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
I hear there was an accident on Peak 15.
We're aware of the rumors. At the moment, contact with the facility is down due to weather. All employees should review their non-disclosure agreements and avoid irresponsible free talk.
What kind of weather cuts modern communication?
A blizzard is sweeping the Scotty Mountains right now. Between the cloud cover and heavy snow, the satellite uplinks are cut.
What corporations work on Peak 15?
Binary Helix has leased the entire complex.
So, everyone shut up and keep your heads down?
Loose lips sink third quarter profits. You have a more blunt way of speaking than is common here, Commander.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
Excuse me.
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in. You will excuse me if I don't stand. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Wow.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Is there some problem on Peak 15?
An area of severe weather has cut off contact. Things will return to normal in a few days.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Scotty Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Forget him, Commander. If he won't help us, I'm sure someone else here will.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
It's been 2 minutes. I am, by the way, not going to tell him that I am smuggling for Opold, or I am having Opold being asked. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Words are hard.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Thought you could actually loot that, but looks like you can't.
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a past to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. not within earshot of Mr. Analaeus.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keene?
Mr. Analaeus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keene spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Alright, so at this point we now go to Lorik Keene. So if we look at the map, at this point, we're... Why do I have this here? I'll write that. Essentially, we're gonna head to the hotel. Suspension of disbelief, probably. You'd never really know until you actually start looking between the lines. So really quickly, I'm going to go over all the stuff that I've got on me right now. Oh, that's right. So part of the reason why I don't have as many weapons right now as it looks like is simply because I sold a lot of it. I had kind of planned and anticipated that I was going to get a lot of items and loot in Mass Effect throughout the entirety of Noveria, so I'm going to start myself with this.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
Well... I could always reject her offer.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I'll be on my way.
Boom. And that's it. Yeah, there are also different ways that could have gone. So I did reject Maline's offer, which did give me 8 Paragon points, but in other ways, you could accept her offer. You could let Raphael know, who's right behind me, that you could go along with the plan. You could fail miserably. Or you could also either, tell Raphael the truth and then either lie to Maylene or tell Maylene the truth. But if you do complete the mission, you do have ways to essentially do Paragon or Renegade conversations to the point where you can get an extra $250. So, yeah, there are at least 6 different ways that could have gone. But in this case, I did decide to reject her offer. No need for me to do so when I kind of don't really need to. And besides, I don't need as much money as I do Paragon points.
Can I help you?
Nope.
You're the Spectre, right? Man,
What sort of offer?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on thin strip.
Full benefits, of course.
No, I'm sure the company takes care of its own. Full insurance, paid vacations, subsidized housing. After a year, I'd start getting stock options.
You hear about the resort then? And the equator? Bounce backing, diving, accredited asset Eurofield?
If you like that sort of thing, I'd rather admire the view.
What is an Asahura field? See, there's even stuff like that where I don't even know what they're talking about. And I've got played through this so many different times, but it's always fun to hear those various conversations. I guess not. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going and talk to Laura Keene. So, this specific conversation does lead to a very interesting way to get a bunch of Paragon and Renegade points. Currently, I am at level 10 charm, but I feel like that's cheating. If I'm being really honest, it's a great way, but I think I can find the way in this playthrough here.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do?
I need to get up to peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
The administrator won't give us garage access.
Not surprising. Of course, all the managers have access as well. I do, for that matter.
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
You know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Are you Laura Keene? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I just told you.
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
You know, there are some things that I wish I could have seen, like Nathak. We can only see them in description, but not in actual visual contact. So,
how did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
I guess I declined his offer. Hang on.
Back again. What can this old Turian do for you today?
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Analaeus.
Indeed.
Could you describe the problems again?
Put bluntly, the Administrator demands rent kickbacks from the companies on Noveria. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. I suspect if you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you...
You have a plan?
I do. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
If there are any carpets in your office. Okay. Let's see.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Nope.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Noveria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real-time, interpreter. Do you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with synthetic insights. The manager, Laura Keene, he got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Hanshan's administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about... Are you ready for his name? Ronadro, Spa, Fosun, Caribou, Nard, Elias. No, that's the administrator. The Hanshan administrator. Well, think of it. The Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into the complete game. I think the administrator is using this Keene fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Noveria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
So, yeah, Solarians have long names, but most Solarians only refer to themselves by their last two names, such as Bel Analaeus. And we're going to talk to Inamorta here.
What do you want?
What's that you're drinking?
Human blood with cinnamon. Find someone else to bother.
Sorry, I had to do that.
I've heard Opal has something for you.
Like I care that you know? You his courier or something?
I was on my way to deliver it.
Oh.
Sit down a minute. I have a business proposal. I'm paying the Hanar more than I want. I'll bet he's paying you less than you want. Sell it to me directly.
Why do I have a person... Oh, he's stuck. Okay, buddy. You need to stop looking at me.
Interesting. But exactly how much is this worth to you?
500 credits.
You and I are both professionals. You know this is worth more than that.
Kids these days, they don't know what a good weapon is worth. I'll give you 750.
Deal. Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise. Now go away. The guard's wondering about people who trade packages for cash. I've got no more business with you. Just walk away slowly and act natural. I've got no more business with you.
Man. You funny individual, you. That was the last thing I was expecting. Alright, well, I have disabled security insights. Security. Opold may not like it, but I think selling to him directly through a Paragon choice, but getting Renegade points in the process was actually very much worth it. Alright, before I go, I want to make sure I get everything set. There we go. Now I'm going to incorporate sniper rifling. Yeah. Do I need adrenaline burst? Probably, but... I do want to use you as my sniper rifle, man. So, I'm gonna do that. Give you some master singularity. And then finish off with some barriers, some first aid, and then completely maxing out your Asari scientist. And I am at level 30. I do not have as much intimidating points. I do not feel like incorporating a bunch of intimidating points. This is mainly a Paragon playthrough. I say that lightly. I'm probably going to be more 95% Paragon and 5% Renegade. I do want to save as many people as possible, but I always like to have the occasional jackass comment. So... God, these windows do really light up the room really well, and the fact that I can go walk across here is nice.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
I sold the package to Inamorta.
The other did what? The Spectre has betrayed this one? The Spectre has cost this one much. Perhaps more than you know. This one's livelihood depends on that income.
Oops.
Find a legal way to make a living.
You have no moral high ground to stand upon. You also participated in a crime. This one wishes the other to leave now.
Have it your way.
Well, this is exactly what I mean. You can't always be a Paragon. There's no way you can be 100% Paragon.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns. We've got a secret weapon. Sergeant Sterling's a biotic, and not a real friendly one either. You better toe the line with the administrator. If you don't, you might end up like Laura Keene. There are people all over this plaza you can chat with on duty.
Oh, whoops.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, ever
Everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeus or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm, security tracks card use.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights were shut down by Analeus. And the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What was that about synthetic insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. Analeus shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be
I like that guy.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave the station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization for Mr. Analeus. No exceptions. I'm sorry.
I figured I'd give it a shot. Although I kind of knew what I was getting into. Alright, so this is the point where I am going to save right before heading into Synthetic Insights' office.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lord Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Analeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Analeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Boom. Alright, so we... The hell? How the fuck? What? So wait a minute. Are you telling me I can't even kill you? Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on. Get over there, guys. Seriously? Oh, that's funny. That's real cheeky. I wonder... God damn it, man. Well, I am gonna have to reload this again. That was unfortunate. Okay, well. The fun of gameplay issues.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Anoleus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Anoleus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you disabled my... Okay. Boom. Success. All right. How much do I have? Okay. Should be fine. Oh, hello. I love Singularity. Alright. So, here we go. I would like more grenades. I kind of used too many grenades on one specific side mission. Let's use the medical kit later. Cool. Alright, there's Lord Keen's office. Alright, so... before I do anything, I am going to save this specific one. Just in case.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Anoleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Mm-hmm. Now that is why Lift and Singularity are some of the most unprecedentedly powerful biotic abilities you could ever have in this game. It is awesome. Okay, now that that's all done, just gonna double check and make sure I didn't forget anything. Alright, I think that is pretty much it. Hey, I got 2 grenades. Okay. Alright. That should pretty much do it. Nope.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Analaeus' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Now, there are a number of ways that, you know, you could deal with, well, Analaeus. So, you can talk to Gianna, and she will give you a list of ways to go about this. There is technically another way where you could talk to Analaeus and, well, expose certain things about Gianna and Laura King. I'll leave it at that for you to explore yourself. But in the meantime, since I kind of have nothing else that I need to do, I am going to go back to that hotel. Also, in case you were wondering, I have gone through a number of achievements in my last playthrough to the point where I have now gained the trophy of Sentinel Ally. So I do have actually, what was it again? 5 missions for each person. Thought I would be able to find a side mission here, but whatever.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Analaeus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Annalise. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Annalise' guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Annalise' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Annalise is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide a favor.
Annalise is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
You gave me the company line about Peak 15. What's the truth?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Okay, I am not going to have her pay me. I don't think that's the Shepard that I want to portray, so...
Alright, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Alright, so... This is where I'm going to now make a save that's going to be permanent. Because this specific conversation is when you specifically can go about figuring out how to best go for the Paragon and the Renegades up to 100%, as long as you have more than enough charm and intimidate for that specific reason. It is helpful, but I do think it's a cheat. It is a fun cheat, but I would not want to do it. I'd like to earn what I like to do, but here it is.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Annalise.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Annalise's extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Annalise. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Did you see an Asari matriarch?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it.
Everyone on this station, the board is investigating.
All right. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Alright, did you see what I just did? So, if you can see it now, I just got 48 Paragon points. That is how quickly you can go all the way up to it. Now, I normally don't want to do this. I'd rather earn it, but it's so easy to do. I'll do it 2 more times so that you can double check on what this is. So,
Things in hand.
so talk to Matriarch Benezia first.
Did you see an yes, she caused quite a
Go to
stir.
another question.
I have a different question. Humans are full of
Testify against Analeas.
I finished now that you have my property, you want
And now you can choose between either You'd Be a Hero or Damn Right I Will. So I'm gonna do You'd Be a Hero in this case.
Everyone on this station is chafing. The board is investigating.
Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
I mean, it's very simple once you know the way to program yourself around it.
Not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an
Yes, she caused quite a
I have a different question.
Humans are full of
I finished the
now
job.
that you have my property, you
Everyone on the board is investigating.
Very well. I will testify.
This guy.
Make whatever arrangements you
Alright, so now I'm pretty much up to this point. So do it maybe 2 more times and you will be completely at 100 Paragon and 100 Renegade, provided you actually went through the trouble of getting all of the Paragon points you needed.
with your contact. I will wait here.
So,
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an Asari
Yes,
case?
she caused humans are full of
I finished the
now
job.
that you have my property.
Everyone on
Very well. I will testify. Make
and I
whatever
just got the
arrangements you
trophy
need with your
earned
contact.
for Principled.
I have not been contacted.
One more
regarding
time.
Yes, she called. Humans are now that you have my property. My very well. I will.
I mean, it's a cheat, but I do like the cheat.
Arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding. Yes, she caused quite a. Humans are now that you have my property. You want
everyone on.
Very well.
I am literally almost there. It looks like you have to do it probably if you did one. I think you have to do this both for the Renegade and the Paragon at least 8 times. So this is my 8th time.
Regarding yes, humans are now that you have my property. Very well, I will test.
And there you go. Now I'm at 100% Paragon and about 5% Renegade, which is exactly what I wanted to do with that.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
But I am still going to play this as if I am doing all of the Paragon choices possible. I mean, it does beg the question, at what point do you have to go into the point where you can get the minimal amount of Renegade and Paragon points before getting that option? I do actually have the Mass Effect official game guide here, so let me really quickly look through this. And let's see. There is a way to best go about this. The question is, where? Let's see. Espionage. They don't exactly tell you specifically, so I am kind of looking into this for y'all in case all of you were ever interested. Now, they don't actually mention where or how much Paragon and Renegade you need to make this work, but if my memory serves correctly, I believe you need at least 8 to 9 Paragon and Renegade points each. I don't know if that's exact, but it is very helpful if you want to spend your talent points wisely if you want to get to level 60. So, now that we've got everything we need, we're going to arrest Analeas.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back.
I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Alright. And there you have it. His turret's still there. But now, I can finally go to this wall and overwrite it. That definitely did not take long at all. Alright, well, now I have officially gone through literally everything in this part of Noveria. Now it's time to move forward, go to the garage pass, and start heading to Peak 15. So yeah, Noveria definitely is the more expansive main mission of these missions, if you're not including Vermeer. I do kind of like Noveria overall in terms of the variety that you could bring with these side missions. And there's a lot of different paths with each of the 2 side missions that I went through, with the package, with getting a garage pass, and even between...
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
We had just gone through a lot of Noveria's main mission in getting a garage pass and the side missions, and while I was dealing with my inventory, my Wi-Fi crashed again. So I didn't think this was going to be a problem, but hopefully it's not again. But good thing was we were at the point where we needed to stop, take a breather, and just double check on all of our skills and inventory. So now we're just going to keep going at this point.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Oh, trophy earned a sorry ally. Nice. Yay. Alright. Here we go. I need to get cover. Shoot. There we go.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Singularity is the bomb.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Alright. Well. I'm gonna go ahead and double check on everything.
This is a place of secrets and lies.
Yeah, I know. We're about to leave here anyway. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Oh, what the? What? How the whoa. Did you guys see that? That was weird. You know, I've been kind of pretty relaxed on these bugs, but that's very unusual. Alright. Oh, I love this boost. Alrighty. So. Let's go over here really quick. And we're going to save here. Now, if y'all hadn't noticed, I do actually try to kill as many of these enemies as possible on my own 2 feet. Including the bigger enemies. All those missiles.
Lost shields.
Oh, wrong place to do that. All right. More Geth Colossus / armatures. Perfect.
perimeter secured. Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
All right, let's get moving. This boost does help quite a bit. Trying to get to my destination faster. I guess the other one died in midair. Boom! All right.
Perimeter clear.
Nothing too crazy. Oh! Now there's some crazy.
Heading to position.
It's okay, my Mako is impenetrable. Mostly. Alright. Wow. You can actually see that much more clearly here. Man, we've got some enemies. Typical. Although I'd rather concentrate my fire on each specific turret rather than just shooting needles at a haystack. Shooting and aiming is one thing. Trying not to fall in the process is something completely... Oh. Well. Oh well. I normally like going out of my way to just kill any, literally any enemy outright with my own 2 feet, simply because you can get more XP, but that's mainly part of the original. I don't think it's the same when it comes to the legendary. Oh! Oh, hello. Hold on. No, it's okay. I can help them. There we go. Okay. We got to level 32. And now we're about to head in and find more enemies at peak 15. And already there's some enemies. So much brighter in here, so much livelier in here in comparison to the original. Oh, hello. Come on.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
There you go.
We need to get the reactors back online.
All right. Speaking of which, how much Omni Gel do I have? 112? Yeah, I should be fine. Wow, you can even go underneath here. You didn't used to... I wasn't formally able to do that in the past. Sorry, I got a scratch on my ear. Oh.
Why are the tourists racing to the
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Okay. All right, here we go. Damn it. Oof, that's not good. Huh. Nice. Tartakovsky. Wait a minute. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yep. Well, I didn't exactly meet with an Asana, but... Huh. I guess that's another way you could have found, the Asari diplomacy mission. Oh, hello. Oh my.
What were those things?
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
Ooh. I see an enemy. And he's stuck behind glass. I'm not worried about it. Alright, let's deal with you. Alright.
That's the last of them.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Oh, here we go.
Perimeter clear.
All right. So now up we go.
A backup power system, Commander. It must be for the station's mainframe.
The damage is not extensive. It could be
Now, let's see if I can remember. Okay, so this is what I was wondering. So I could attempt manual reactivation, or I could repair a 100 Omnigel. I think for lack of wanting to take the time to go through the attempting manual reactivation, I am just going to go and head straight into repairing 100 Omnigel. Manual reactivation does take a while to reiterate, and it does stem from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic's mission, so...
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break, but I'm going to still keep this on. I will be right back.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Alright, and I'm back.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you have unleashed to sleep.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shut down and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require...
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, so I am going to deal with one of these things.
User alert. Landline connections now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Alright, let's save here before I do anything else. Oh, hello. Shit. Whoa!
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Oh crap. I didn't kill him? Shit.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Alright.
Online. How may I assist you?
Do you know why the reactor...
I'm sorry. Emergency guidelines.
What do I need to do?
Valves to the helium-3...
What are the land...
When emergency protocols were... The router for the landline...
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you... User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
There we go.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, biotics are very, very effective against the Rachni.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, here we go. We're about to deal with a lot of Geth. Oh, what the... Oh. Oh, I thought that would have gotten you as well, but... Oh. Alright. Hello.
Emergency containment procedures. Manual restarts required.
There must be one up there on the second floor. Let me explore at least a little.
User alert. Main reactor shut down.
Yeah, I know. Really? There we go.
All clear.
All right.
Minigel deployed.
Geth and Rachni on a cold planet. All in a day's work. Sorry, my chair sometimes likes to squeak.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
What's this about?
Danger. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
The chamber is equipped with a fail-safe system which vents a 5,000-degree Kelvin plasma. This is sufficient to sterilize any potential contagion. Unfortunately, the fail-safe system is disabled at this time.
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Alright, so I'm at level 34. And I will now finish up the shock trooper use. Adrenaline burst specialization. So, immunity here and adrenaline burst here, huh? Okay. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do... So I'm gonna max out on probably assault rifles and sniper rifles and try to max out on this. I might put a little bit on shotguns too. And advanced first aid. If I have enough points. I guess I'll have to see how that works out. Alright, for you... barrier and stasis. And for you... let's deal with... assault training. I'll do it with the additional advanced shield boost later. Okay. Okay, so
that's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
did I just hear another one? Come on. There we go. I do like the responsiveness of my squad mates, but sometimes they can get, well, blocked.
How may I? I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
The staff is alive then?
Yes, though the number of personnel is below the official staff count.
Why is Rift Station locked down?
Emergency procedures require each facility to isolate itself to prevent the spread of contagion. It would also appear that there are several employees quarantined for medical treatment.
If it's locked down, will I be able to enter?
The passenger trams can bring you to the facility. Further access will be at the discretion of the security forces there.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
All right. I think I was already there. Now I've actually lost track. Where am I going? I think I'm going here. Yeah, there we go. Elevator to tram. Reactor. Roof. Cafeteria. Yeah.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
They're locked in.
The door could be finessed. It appears that the trams to the subsidiary...
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt there was no hope of surviving, that killing himself would be easier.
Online. Connected to subsidiary...
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
So, I could deal with repairing the plasma surge, but I am actually going to deal straight with actually taking them out. I will likely have a very different scenario if I go back and play Mass Effect 1 again, which I very likely will. Ooh, hello. Well, I just completely lost Liara. That's okay. She'll come back.
Time for revenge.
There we go. Alright. Weird. Huh.
I think we're good, Shepard.
It's like it wanted to surprise us.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Stand down.
All right.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. If something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Go, go, go!
Okay.
Powering up.
Huh? Are you serious? Great. Can we get going? No. Well, maybe we can. There we go. Ah, the fun of bugs. Literally.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas. My contract was up. I was going home.
That stain in the corner is where Ellie died. I wanted to ask her out, but I never.
They'll be coming for me. I know they will.
Look at the guard over there. Look at his hands. See them twitching?
That matriarch's dead. Everyone's dead over there. I tried to tell her, but she pressed down on my brains.
If the bugs don't get us, one of Ventralis' people is going to flip out and kill us.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna save right here.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
Nothing crazy.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
What the hell are you looking at? You want me to use this?
Been counting your kills? I'm up to 24.
The company set up a bunch of damn sorry. I can't even kill bugs.
Krogan, Hanar, these things. Doesn't matter what color they are, or how many legs they have. We're all out to screws.
Science perfects. Just bugger.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Okay, so this is specifically the area that is pretty well guarded, and I am not going to head there. It's not worth it. At least, not right now.
What?
Bitch.
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ayalis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the Matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
I'm gonna go here first.
secure by now.
Alright.
What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it. The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Alright, so... So talk to Dr. Ventralis. And then I'm gonna head to the science team quarters and find Han Olar.
Yeah. Thanks for your help back.
It looked like you could handle it.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. If you don't want to help us here, why don't you go to the hot labs?
Oh, what the?
Something you need?
What the? That was new. I guess we left them to fend for the other Rachni that was stuck between the wall. That was new. I hadn't seen that before. Alright.
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. Alright, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Huh. You know what? Even now, I'm learning a lot more about Mass Effect 1's various outcomes. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to take out the Rachni. It just happened the way it did. I couldn't really actually take him out until I went into the next room.
Okay, this one will get you. How can you tell jokes? So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen, I lost my electron. I've heard this one. And the other hydrogen says, man, are you sure? I'm positive. Just shut up. God.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... yeah, you just have to.
We were running on batteries before the connection to Central was restored.
I should have taken my vacation. No, I had to get those last few alleles nailed down.
I'm more afraid of the guards now. They've been getting twitchy.
It could be worse, right? I could be one of those guys in the med bay.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out.
To find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre, sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine. What do you want?
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Alright. Here we go. We're gonna go through all these first. take a medical kit later.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Oh, here we go.
Ambush. What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Oh, come on. Seriously? There we go. Cool.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
How can I get into the maintenance?
A team lead would have access.
We're running on batteries. You'll do something about... I'm more afraid of the guard. Gotta keep the mood light. I used to have... We were running on batteries before the central was restored.
I was wondering if there was that zap comment that that I believe it was the Turian doctor. I guess they took that I guess they took that comment out. Oh well.
What the hell are you looking at? You want me to use this?
Yeah.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there, just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass, but there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Philip's work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
All right. Now... Okay, so now I've got that, but I'm kind of curious what I do now. Do I deal with the hot labs now? Or do I deal with the hot labs after I deal with Venezia?
Something you...
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Well, let's see. I think what I'm going to do here is... I think I'm just going to head straight into Matriarch Venezia. I guess I'll try to talk to everyone there and then head to the hot labs. I think by my understanding, the hot lab, once you head to the hot labs, one of two things could happen. And it would all be dependent on whether you headed there before or after. I'm actually going to go ahead and save here, because there are different ways that you could go about this. One of which is essentially heading the back way to the quarantine in the barracks, where I might plan on going. You could always head straight into the frontal area with all of the guards, or you could head straight to the hot labs beforehand. And if you head to the hot labs beforehand, then all of Gonçalves' men will attack you, and I believe Han Olar would be the only survivor. Oh, by the way, sorry if this is spoilers, but yeah. There is also a chance you could also just deal with Venezia and then go to the hot labs. But if you do, the entire area of Rift Station will be completely closed off to you. So I think in this case, I'm just going to head straight to that back entrance. And hopefully that is enough. No. So I don't need this. But the secure lab is here. And then heading back here essentially takes you into either the hot labs or the science station. Elevator to restricted area. I don't remember what that restricted area is.
did.
That's what. Okay, so this is the elevator back entrance towards all of the guards who, well, at this point is kind of helping out Benezia. Alright, so before I do anything here, I'm going to improve upon my stuff. Let's deal with Asari Scientist. And let's deal with Turian Agent. That should be fine. Yeah, so this is the main level of choice, and this is me taking on Benezia. Here we go.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
All right, here we go. Whoa, this got a lot more expansive than I thought. Come on. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Wow, you're using a shotgun. That's unlike you. Damn it, there's more?
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions, briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should...
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die!
Nope.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
Okay, question. How did that Asari commando get there? It was never shown, except for now.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
So this is one of the main choices in Mass Effect 1. If you were to do Mass Effect 2 or 3, this would end up becoming one of the choices you would have to make, whether to release or kill. For me, in this playthrough,
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Before I do anything, I just want to double check on any additional items that I could get. Okay, it stopped. So we let her go, the Arachnite Queen. And the hope is that we get to use her for a force of good. Why do we have enemies right here? So, yeah, this is what ends up happening. If you end up going straight to Benezia's area, you will never be able to enter the Rift Station again. By what I believe, I guess everyone's alive and they can go back to work, but we don't really know. So now we don't have, we only have this mission to deal with. Oh. Wow. We never really got to see the inside of this. Alright, here we go.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will get nearer destruction.
Ooh. That had more punch and impact. Well, so much for that.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry. The sensor network is too damaged to provide. Is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
What's the status of
Containment breach in Laboratory...
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
All right.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Here we go. Ooh, it's gonna get crazy. Oh my god. Well. Alright. Yeah, we definitely will not be able to kill that one. Oh, we did. Never mind. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to the hot labs beforehand. It really would not have made much of a difference, but things like this happen. It is what it is. So, ultimately, I went through trying to save everyone, but maybe that shouldn't have been the case. In any event, we have completed our mission to Noveria, and we move forward.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Miss Williams, Commander, we need to talk. If we do not resolve this situation now, I am afraid things might become awkward.
Oh, awkward, huh?
I hope we can keep this civilized. I do not want things to become unpleasant.
Because it's been so pleasant between us lately. Look, somebody in this room needs to make a choice. It ain't me, and it ain't you.
Maybe we should try to work this out.
I think we must. I may not know much about human relationships, but I understand the concept of jealousy.
Jealous? Of you? You're not even our species.
Perhaps that is why you feel threatened. I am a rival unlike any you have faced before. Hostility is a common reaction to the unfamiliar.
Doctor, you keep smartassing me, I'll show you what my hostile reaction is like.
Both of you, settle down. We can handle this like mature adults.
This is stupid. We're not married, Shepard. You want to get involved with some alien? Go ahead. It's none of my business.
Why do I have to make a choice? Maybe the three of us could,
In your dreams, Commander. I hope you two, or however many you end up with, will be happy together. If you don't mind, I need to clean my gear.
I feel bad for her, Shepard. I hope she'll be okay.
I'll go talk with her in a while. Give her a chance to cool down.
I suppose you're right. I'm sorry you were put in this position, but I'm glad you chose me. I don't believe we should continue this discussion here in the comm room, Shepard. You know where to find me if you want to have a more private conversation.
So there's the threesome confrontation that I wanted to speak about. Yeah. Well, that happened. Alright, so at this point, I'm gonna make sure I talk to all of my crew members again.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
So, the first time I actually played through this, I wanted to go through everything. So, before I went into... going into Benezia, I actually went into the hot labs beforehand. And at the time, Han Olar was the only one who survived all of the carnage that I had dealt with. But you do get more experience and more points, but... unfortunately... you kind of have to weigh these options in for yourself. Okay. So. There's that point. This is the Lower Keen one, so... in case you wanted to relearn how to utilize Paragon and Renegade, and that particular cheat, then you know. But now I'm going to save this, and essentially save something separate to start anew.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file, on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. It was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted to drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Alright, time to now permanently romance Liara.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No! Oh, no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over...
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Well, I essentially now have Liara as my partner. So... What does make me feel a little, odd is the fact that that choice mostly leads you to choosing Liara rather than Ashley or Caden, but there is a way where you can get Ashley and Caden to romance you over Liara.
Shep.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Skipper.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure, if you have time. Figured you'd be busy with tactical briefings and whatnot. Don't know what I think about us attacking today, of all days. Kind of an ill omen.
You mean on the anniversary of the First Contact War?
The end of it, yeah. My family always marks it. I'm the only Williams here. I guess you'd be the only other one interested in it.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. It takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenka. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Well, Ashley got out of thinking of that romance very quickly.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you think that the Council might be protecting Saren. I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him, permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape, or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Telly.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, so now that we have dealt with Noveria, the next main mission is Pharos. But before we do that, we're going to make sure we deal with going back to the Citadel, doing any more side missions, and then, and only then, will we officially go back to Pharos. So that is my plan next. Now I'm just going to make sure I go through literally everything at this point. Aha. Finally got an item that allows me to fill in for 2 different weapon upgrades. Good. Alright, let's deal with Rex first. Okay, Garrus is next. Yeah, we definitely got some really good items here. Okay. Next up is Liara. Actually, hang on a second. There we go. Tally is next. So, to my knowledge, there are 3 side missions that I have not dealt with just yet. I will be as soon as I am done heading back to the Citadel. And there are some missions where I do need to talk to them in order to maybe get to that point. But ultimately, you know, there's a lot of different side missions when you go back every now and then, and it always helps to learn more about the world and then leveling up at the same time. Also, to my knowledge, I believe I think the only squad mates that I have not gotten actual achievements from yet are Ashley and Tally. So my plan is to bring Ashley and Tally with me back to the Citadel for a second time. Let's do that. Alright, last one, Ashley. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. That's fine. Ah, man, the stiletto. Alright. And I'm gonna check with the officer over here.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, so that has gotten... There's more weapons available, but nothing I really need to buy. Alright, so this brings the end to my Noveria mission, so thank you very much for joining in on this with me and continuing your interests in my playthrough. So I'm going to save right here, but thank you so much, and I look forward to, well, having you watch more in the coming weeks, days, months, in the near future. Alright, take care, guys.